The Bearcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To throw, it's Kelly. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. And he will house it. They strike first in that opening drive of the season. Could not have gone better.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Sam Houston State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's McPherson. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And wings it incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll leave it with him. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down. Red zone play. 12 alive. The snap sets up the throw. Got it behind the line. It's Newton. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is
turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on third. Takes the easy completion. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Still on his feet. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Right on the money. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Kelly. Makes the grab, it's Knee. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Vaughn. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's complete on the right side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. The give from the gun. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Hart. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got it in the middle. It's Newton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The play action fake. It's complete to the right. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. First play of the drive, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run play action. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you in recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult.
Immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The give. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's McPherson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is after.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a connection. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense just keeps piling it on. How about still looking deep? How about the green light for the QB to continue to take shots down the field? It's the defense's job to stop them. And by the way,
intercepted deep in his own end.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
And you got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Pulls and fires complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Pulls it in. It's Need. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
On 1st and 10 from the 38. On the move. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. Scores on a sneak.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, setting the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will go to work for the first time today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
They go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Tremble. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the single back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Kelly. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. second down. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Just plowing ahead. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Makes the grab. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. This time they'll go to the running game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cowboys will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gonna let it fly. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Makes the grab on the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Cowboys! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
The give to the back. Crosses to 40. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Temple. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
To the air on second down. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one. Got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down play from the gun. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your...
And he's got it inside the 35. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there and there down to the 24.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Immediately fires to the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! So much about the pass passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Kelly. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. Now on second down. Now the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense gets set for second down. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man, it's Kelly. Got his man quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to him, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Back to throw. It's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Finds the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
It's been that kind of day for this offense. They just simply have not been able to execute. They haven't been able to put points up on the board because of plays like that, because of drops.
Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Here's a heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. The give to the tailback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it?
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Rush is on him. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is...
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over Illinois. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Off the play fake. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He wants to throw it. Trying to bowl his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.